It was a calm evening when a young man decided to take his elderly father out for dinner. His father had grown frail with age. His hands trembled slightly when he lifted a spoon, and his steps were slow and unsteady. But the son knew how much his father enjoyed being outside, seeing people, and feeling part of the world again. So he helped him into his favorite shirt, buttoned it carefully, and together they headed to a cozy little restaurant nearby. When they entered, a few heads turned. The father smiled softly at everyone, his wrinkled face glowing with warmth and innocence. They found a table by the window. The son gently helped his father sit down, placed a napkin over his lap, and ordered his favorite meal, vegetable soup with soft bread. As they began eating, the old man's trembling hands betrayed him. A few spoonfuls slipped, spilling soup on his shirt and trousers. He tried to clean it with shaky fingers, but the stains only spread. The people around began to whisper. Some covered their mouths to hide their smirks. Others looked away in disgust. The son noticed the stares, but his face remained calm. He reached over, smiled at his father, and said softly, "It's all right, Dad. Let's finish your meal." His gentle tone carried no trace of embarrassment. He wiped the table clean and continued feeding his father patiently, one spoonful at a time. When the meal was done, the son stood, took his father's hand, and led him slowly to the washroom. Inside, he helped him wash his face, cleaned the stains from his clothes, and carefully combed his thin white hair. The father looked at his reflection in the mirror, eyes moist. "I'm sorry, son," he whispered. The son smiled and replied, "You have nothing to be sorry for, Dad. You taught me how to eat, remember? Now it's my turn." When they came out, the restaurant had fallen completely silent. Every pair of eyes followed them, not with disgust this time, but with quiet disbelief. Some looked ashamed, others deeply moved. The son walked to the counter, paid the bill, and began guiding his father out, holding his arm firmly and lovingly. As they reached the door, an elderly man who had been watching the entire scene stood up and called out, "Son." The young man turned around. "Don't you think you've left something behind?" the old man asked. The son smiled politely. "No, sir, I haven't." The old man nodded with a faint smile and said, "Yes, you have. You left a lesson for every son, and hope for every father." The restaurant remained silent for a long time after they left. Some had tears in their eyes, others bowed their heads. That night, one young man's quiet act of love and respect reminded everyone that true kindness needs no audience. Only a heart that remembers who once held our hands when we were too small to hold a spoon.